And no doubt, it is going to be an intense title match. Kenny Omega challenges Jeff Hardy for the NLW Championship. And it was at our last pay-per-view, NLW True Grit, where Kenny Omega was about to win the Triple Cage match to become NLW Champion. That was until Jeff Hardy, with the help of The Undertaker, cashed in Money in the Bank and became NLW Champion. Tonight, Kenny Omega gets the match he's entitled to. One-on-one, no shenanigans, versus the newest member of the Ministry of Darkness. And the cleaner, Kenny Omega. He is waiting with bated breath for the arrival of the NLW Champion. The self-proclaimed Antichrist of professional wrestling. The charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. He's the champion, and he's being accompanied to the ring by his brother Matt Hardy, who, let's not forget, is owned by Jeff after Jeff won a match against Matt to own Matt Hardy's contract. So he is a reluctant cornerman for this championship match. And it makes me sick, it makes me sad to see what Jeff Hardy has become, to see what he's made Matt Hardy do. Matt Hardy is not happy about being out here, but he's got no choice. But tonight, Kenny Omega has a chance to end this rivalry, which has lasted for an entire 2 years with the Ministry. Jeff Hardy, Kenny Omega, NLW title match here at the Royal Rumble is underway. And they lock up. And Jeff Hardy whips him off the ropes with a shoulder block. And he kicks up, and Jeff Hardy, you know what folks, he may have turned to the dark side, but he is still an incredible athlete. That cannot be denied. And even though he cashed in Money in the Bank after Omega was taken out by The Undertaker, now Jeff Hardy has joined forces with The Undertaker. However, there's no Ministry at ringside tonight. We've learned that they've been banned from ringside. Goes underneath, but Jeff Hardy had it scouted. And now Jeff Hardy throwing Omega with that front-facing suplex to the outside. The only man allowed at ringside for this one is Matt Hardy, and that's only because Jeff owns his contract. And now dropping Omega right in front of me here on the announce table. Many people feel that Omega should be the NLW champion right now if it wasn't for The Undertaker and the Ministry, of which Jeff Hardy is now a part. And they've been talking about the higher power for weeks on end, and it turns out that that higher power for Jeff Hardy was the Ministry and The Undertaker. The Undertaker, of course, will be in the Royal Rumble later tonight, along with Kane, who this past week, oh, wait a minute though, went for the Kotaro Crusher, but a kick out. And Omega elbows his way free, goes for, oh, but there's Jeff Hardy. The quickness. The Hurricane Rana head scissor takeover, cross body, but Kenny Omega kicks him on the way down. Omega got a win in a tag team match, teaming with Kane to defeat Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker this past week on NLW. And will it be the same tonight? Can Omega do it? There's a powerbomb. Now goes for the Kamigoye. But he moves out of the way to Jeff Hardy. And now a crucifix powerbomb in for the cover, but a kick out from Omega. The richest prize in the business on the line. And Jeff Hardy telling Matt to pay attention. Matt Hardy, you can tell he doesn't want to be there as Jeff Hardy drives the boots into Omega and now choking him out. Jeff Hardy, a vicious character, and look at this again. The influence of The Undertaker and the Ministry of Darkness on display here as Jeff Hardy toying with Omega, but Omega fighting back. But Jeff Hardy stops him in his tracks again, whipping him hard into the turnbuckle, and again goes for that front chancery, that headlock applied onto Kenny Omega. And you know Omega, he's been to the dance before. He's competed for the NLW Championship before, but look out for that! Good grief! What a boot! Sending the champion to the outside. And that may be the opening, but Omega needs right of the Terminator. Tope Con Hilo wipes out Jeff Hardy. Kenny Omega, the uncrowned NLW champion in many's eyes, flying over the top and crashing down onto the NLW champion. Well, take a look at this again. First of all, this boot that takes out Jeff Hardy. And then the Tope Con Hilo flying over the top and crashing down onto the champion. That is the opening that Kenny Omega needs. And Jeff Hardy in trouble. And now he can hit the Kotaro Crusher. This is where you're going to see Omega really start to fire up. Drops him across the knee with that Brainbuster. And now Tiger Suplex coming. Elbows his way free. But on the shoulders. You can't escape. But Jeff Hardy is up and delivers a Sunset Bomb. Jeff Hardy with a Sunset Bomb. Now on the second rope. Dives at him. But Omega catches him. And a Tornado DDT. Tornado DDT from Jeff Hardy, who now sees his opening. Gonna go for that Swanton Bomb to end it here. But Omega escapes and gets to the apron instead. But Jeff Hardy, oh my God! Jeff Hardy with the whisper in the wind to the apron. Even Matt Hardy can't believe it. And now Hardy on the top rope. 450. But Omega kicks out. And Jeff Hardy complaining to the referee, but it was only a 2. Even Matt Hardy had to admit that was close. But my goodness, take a look at this again. Risking it all. That is what the NLW title means to this man. With a whisper in the wind on the apron. And now Jeff Hardy continuing to taunt the cleaner Kenny Omega. But Omega with a buckle bomb and a sit-out spine buster. Here's the cover, but a kick out from Hardy. Omega needs to get back into this one. I know what's coming next. Looking for the V-trigger. But moves out of the way. And here's Matt Hardy on the outside. And now Jeff Hardy. Oh, look at this now. Hardy mocking Omega with a one-winged angel. No! One-winged angel from... No, Omega drops down into a German suplex. No one's ever kicked out of the one-winged angel as Jeff Hardy escapes it again. German suplex, lands on his feet, misses the clothesline. Twist of Fate coming, but roll through. And the Kamigoye. Brutal knee strike to the face of Jeff Hardy. Another V-trigger to the back of the skull. One-winged angel coming, but Jeff Hardy rolls through. Here's the cover, but a kick out from Omega and back to their feet. There it is. Twist of Fate from Jeff Hardy. And Hardy looking for the Swanton, but Omega scouts it. Omega gets to the top rope. And there's Matt Hardy still recovering from the V-trigger. And what is Omega planning here? Oh my God! Tiger suplex on the top rope. All of the weight of Jeff Hardy landing on the back of his head. And here it comes, V-trigger to the face. But wait a minute, what is this? Matt Hardy on the apron with that NLW Championship causing a distraction, but a boot. And now roll up. Hardy not this way, but a kick out. And straight into the Twist of Fate, spiking Kenny Omega. And Jeff Hardy on the top. Swanton, but the knees are up. Hooks him, but a kick out. And again hooking for the pile driver. He's going for the cover, but the referee is distracted by Matt Hardy on the apron. And now here comes the NLW Commissioner, Shawn Michaels, telling Matt Hardy to leave. He may not see eye to eye with Kenny Omega, does old HBK, but he wants to see a fair title match and now ordering Matt to go to the back. There's Omega on the top. Wait a minute! Jeff Hardy using Shawn Michaels to throw Kenny Omega off the top. And damn it, he's on the top again. Swanton bomb. And Jeff Hardy's going to retain the NLW title. Jeff Hardy, in all the commotion, proves why he is the best wrestler in the world and retains that NLW Championship. Not without controversy though. And I don't think Omega realises exactly what happened. As we take a look at the replay here, this Tiger suplex off the top was brutal in itself. Matt Hardy continuing to cause distractions. I thought it was over here, the knees were up. However, Hardy kicked out and he looked as if he was done for with that pile driver, but Matt Hardy again causing the distraction. And right here, folks, Jeff Hardy throwing Shawn Michaels into the turnbuckle, knocking off Kenny Omega and allowing Jeff Hardy to hit the Swanton. But I don't think Kenny Omega realised that Michaels was pushed. And Jeff Hardy celebrates still, but Omega is furious. And Shawn Michaels and Kenny Omega, tensions continue to rise between those two. Michaels is pleading his case, but Omega doesn't want to hear it. Omega furious as Jeff Hardy retains the NLW Championship. Well, there you see the EVP of NLW, folks, Triple H, with a major announcement.
Our next show will be NLW Episode 100. And as the Executive Vice President of No Limits Wrestling, not only will I oversee the 100th episode, but I will also be the man responsible for signing the biggest talent acquisition in this company's history. The newest signing to NLW will sign his brand new NLW contract live on NLW Episode 100. And he is here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest signing to NLW. He is a former MMA star, a UFC champion. Please welcome the notorious Conor McGregor.
Oh my God! No way! Well, Triple H wasn't kidding. This is indeed a monumental signing. And there you see him. The notorious Conor McGregor, former UFC champion. A man who's had a lot of success in the world of MMA. And now, apparently, gonna try his trade in No Limits Wrestling. What does this mean for the future of NLW? I'm not too sure. But Triple H wasn't kidding. This is a huge deal, a huge get. Conor McGregor is in No Limits Wrestling. Well, that's certainly a shocker, but shockers are to come, because up next, it is the 30-man Royal Rumble match. The winner gets a world title shot at WrestleMania. That is the Royal Rumble, and it's coming up next.